Okay, so I felt like making a video talking about chronic pain. Um, I've been struggling a lot lately, like a lot with my chronic pain. I'm still undiagnosed because I haven't had health insurance for a while, and now we're on the cusp of getting health insurance again with Hugo's new job. Praise God for that. Um, So hopefully this year I will be on a journey to finding out what the heck is wrong with me. Um, and find out how that can be managed. Um, and I know from talking, okay, let me backtrack. I always get ahead of myself. Yesterday, I texted a friend who I haven't talked to in a long time, and hold on, I'm gonna take some ibuprofen. I found out she's experiencing some things. Anyway, I'm not going to give her personal business, but I just wanted to say that she's experiencing some chronic pain issues, or rather, nerve pain, and nerve pain and um. Sorry, I'm distracted. Nerve pain and inflammation. That's the word I'm looking for. Inflammation issues, and so we were kind of talking about that. And even though we both hate that each other have to go through this, it was nice to have somebody to talk to because when you have pain like this, it's unseen. Like no one can see it other than you maybe having grimaces or cringes or what's the word? I don't know. Whatever look on your face that is showing that you're in pain. That's the only thing that can indicate, your body language. Other than that, nobody can see anything, so they just assume nothing's wrong with you and that you're okay. And then I feel like it's just probably my insecurity speaking, but I feel like sometimes people like they are so used to you saying that you're in pain that they're just kind of like, oh, yeah, sorry. And it's kind of like, well, she's in pain again, It's kind of like you don't, I don't know. I'm not expecting people to like dote over me with sympathy, but I do need them to not appreciate, I do need them to respect and understand what I'm going through. And, sorry, I should have collected my thoughts better when I started this video, but I'm just kind of going off the cuff here. Sometimes I just feel that people don't believe me or that I'm making it up. Again, this is probably a huge me thing. But it is hard, because before I had chronic pain, I kind of felt the same way, when I'd hear people talk about stuff. I'd be like, really? Are you really in that much pain all the time? And now I understand. Sorry to say, now that I understand, I apologize to those people. But it's life. So I have been in really bad shape before. Like, I used to be more overweight than I am now. And then I lost a lot of weight. And even back then, when I was not healthy, I didn't have as much pain. I had little, once in a while, random pains, but I was more just tired and lazy and winded, but I wasn't like always hurting all the time. And then after I had my son, which was 9 years ago, that's when the pain started. Like, first of all, I had gotten a shoulder impingement, and that, I don't know, I'm not sure whether it was an injury from moving, because we had to do a lot of moving one time from one apartment to another, and me and my husband had to do a lot of the work ourselves. I might have injured it then, or it could have been that with a combination of overuse with not lifting objects or people, and then not being used to that, and then having a baby and lifting him up all the time, and that overuse. I don't know, but I had to go to physical therapy for it, and that did help. But my shoulder has never been the same since then. So there's that. And then I never recovered from not having pain after that. It wasn't just the shoulder. I started to have random pains. And the biggest thing I noticed was sensitivity in my muscles. A lot of it is in my, well, back then, a lot of it was just in my thighs. And then it would go down like the side of my thigh and the front of my thighs. And like just touching a little bit of it would send like weird pain signals all over my body. And so it just increasingly got worse. And it would go into my feet and all that. And now I have it in other places. You know, my hips, my back, my hands, my elbows, my forearms. My upper arms is a big spot where the pain is. And it's so weird because sometimes it could be completely random. Like, I could be having a good day without a pain flare up, and all of a sudden it feels like someone is stabbing me wherever it is in my body. It literally feels like somebody just took a knife and stabbed me. Not that I know what a knife stabs, but I can imagine what it might feel like. And sometimes it's only just like a few minutes or a few seconds, but it affects me when I have that pain and makes me hurt everywhere. And then I just kind of have a dull ache or stiffness and soreness throughout the day. And yeah, so ever since then, 9 years ago, I've been in pain for 9 years. And then I had my daughter. So before I had my son, I was exercising and trying to recover from a miscarriage. If you've been with me for a while, you'll know about that. And then I got pregnant, and I tried to get healthier after, like when my son was little. I was getting a lot healthier too, because I was like walking all the time, pushing him up hills in a stroller and stuff. But then I don't know what happened. I don't remember. Life got weird and frustrating, and then COVID happened and all that stuff, and it's like, then I had my second baby, and I gained weight back, and I haven't really, my weight fluctuates so much, and I know diet has to do with it too, and that's something that I want to talk to a doctor about how to manage my diet. And I know, like when I was talking to my friend yesterday, she was saying that her doctor told her about eating clean, and in theory that sounds wonderful, but it also terrifies me because it is so hard, especially when you have a family to take care of and things are rushed sometimes, to think about that. Like if I was just by myself or just with one person and managing my own stuff, then it would be a lot easier. But just the fact that I think the biggest thing would be hard for me if I had to go gluten free, because like everything has gluten. I don't know. I don't know what will be the thing, but I've had blood tests and my inflammation is very high. I could feel it in my body. I'm starting to feel like, I don't know whether it's arthritis, fluid, or lymph, or what. But like, I'll wake up in the morning if I don't wear these to bed, which are really helpful. They're like kind of compression gloves, and I guess they have some copper in them, so they help with pain. These have been a godsend. I wear these to bed and it helps, but if I don't wear them, then my hands feel swollen. Like, they don't exactly look swollen, but they're good right now, but they look a little bit more swollen. I can't get my ring on, and they feel tight when I wake up, like really tight. And sometimes in the evenings, like my feet and my ankles will feel that way, or like below the knee. And so I just do little things here and there to manage it. So how do I manage it? Prayer, lots and lots of prayer. And I feel like I'm not trusting God enough with healing me, and I need to. And I don't like taking medicine. I'll take it when I need it. Like, I take ibuprofen when I really want to have a good day and not be in pain, and it does help. It helps me sleep sometimes. But like, on a really bad day, I'll take it twice. But sometimes I try not to take it very often, and I try to only take it, I don't know. I try to skip days where I'm not taking it, because I know it could be bad for you if you take it too much. So I also have Emu, called Blue Emu body rub stuff, muscle rub. That helps me a lot. This turmeric, I can't see it very good because of the lighting, but it's Stash Golden Turmeric Chai. This is really good. It tastes good, and it helps keep inflammation down. I need to drink it more often. I've drank it the past couple of days, and I've actually been feeling a lot better. I know taking turmeric pills is supposed to help you. I just haven't been able to afford that lately. I was taking it for a little while, and it was helping. But it's hard, when you can't afford things, So I'm waiting for things to get back in order and out of limbo with our finances, so that I can afford to do these things and eat better and take care of myself. I don't know why it's so expensive. Why does this world make it so expensive to eat healthy? I don't get it. I've never understood that. Like, why do we have to pay more for food that's going to help us, pay less for food that's killing us? I don't get it. I just never will understand. Anyway, I made this video not to sit here complaining about all my pain. I'm just trying to say that if you are experiencing anything like this, not maybe specifically the exact same things that I experience, but if you're experiencing any kind of pain, that you're not alone. And that it can be really lonely and very discouraging, and it's okay to feel discouraged. It's okay to cry. I do a lot, especially when I'm trying really hard to exercise and get back into routine, and then my body wants to wage war against me. That is something that I get very discouraged about. So just know you're not alone, and if you need somebody to talk to about it, I'm here. I am going to mention to my doctors, or doctor, whoever I have when I get one, and see what they think about what other doctors said, because I've had doctors tell me that a C-section would have nothing to do with the pain that I'm having. And that confuses me because I didn't have nerve damage, because I do have nerve damage, because I had a nerve conduction test. They say just on my leg and foot, but I think it's spread throughout my body. I didn't have nerve damage before having a C-section, and I've had 2 C-sections. So therefore, of course, any major surgery where they cut into your body, you're gonna be damaging nerves. And not only, I don't like to talk about it because I don't like talking about surgery and stuff, but they're pulling you apart to pull a human out of you. It's like, of course you're gonna have problems afterwards. And I'm not blaming anybody. It was necessary for my children to be born. I'm just saying I've never been the same since then. And I want somebody to recognize that that could be a trigger or a cause to all these things that I've been experiencing. I want somebody to be able to say, yes, that could be part of it. That could be like what started this. And then I'd just be happy that somebody said, yes, I recognize that. Instead of being, having doctors say, no, that couldn't be it. No, we have no idea, And I get it, medicine is a practice, but it takes so long to find out things. Like, I don't want to be sick. I don't want to have a disease or anything. Nobody does. But I do want to answer. And I know there's so many people out there struggling with the same thing, that they just want an answer so that they can name it, deal with it, and find out, how do I manage this problem that I have. So sorry, I'm getting a little emotional, but that's kind of just what's going on with me personally. And again, just wanted to say you're not alone if you're dealing with this. And if anybody has any tips or tricks on how to deal with inflammation, chronic pain, please let me know, because I'm open to them. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll keep you updated if anybody's curious about what I find out, and go from there.